Hello guys, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you a mountain troop badge that I bought recently quite cheaply. In fact, it cost me just under £20, and it's a uniform removed patch. As you can see, it has the Edelweiss in the middle, and it was used by the German mountain troops during World War II. The history goes back to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Austrian troops, mountain troops, wore a similar patch back in the early 1900s. It was adopted by the Germans in World War I, and then it was reissued, I think, in the late 1930s. And that's the badge here, and according to my book, it was introduced in May of 1939 and then used throughout the war. In fact, the badge is still used by the modern-day German Bundeswehr, but anyhow, this is a World War II example. It's a embroidered example, and as you can see, it has the Edelweiss in the middle, and around the Edelweiss is a stylized rope, and there's a little mountain pin, I think they call it a piton, on the top, and then the mountain rope around it with the Edelweiss in the middle. And as I say, it's embroidered. It's just a simple device, and it would have been worn on the upper right arm of the tunic. And here you got a photograph of a German mountain troop prisoner of war, and you can see how he's wearing the badge on his right sleeve, upper sleeve, and same with this general of the mountain troops. And it doesn't say so in my book, but I read that the first badges were made in a kind of a bluey green color, the backing color, which is what this one here is, and I believe after 1940 it was kind of a field grey, so I presume this is a early pattern patch. But anyhow, they would have been worn throughout the war, and you can see how it's darker to the field grey of the tunic on both these examples here. So the actual patch is darker than the actual uniform. So anyhow, just a little video just to show you that not all Third Reich items have to be expensive. As I say, I bought this here for just £20. That was including postage. And I'm quite happy with it. It's been removed from the uniform at some point. There's a little bit of damage to the top here, which is quite acceptable for me. And the Edelweiss is actually life-size. Many years ago I lived in Bavaria, and I've actually still got two Edelweiss that I picked back in the day. And as you can see, the Edelweiss that I've got is almost the same size as the one on the patch. So these are dried flowers that grow up in the alpine regions. And the mountain troopers, the German Gebirgsjäger Truppen or Gebirgstruppen, were basically Austrians or Bavarians that grew up and lived around the alpine regions, and most of them ended up in the army as mountain troopers, and I believe there were about 9 or 10 Wehrmacht mountain troop divisions, and the SS also had about 5 or 6 mountain troop divisions. So anyhow, that's it, my quick video on my latest item from my Third Reich collection. Anyhow, as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.